Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel, Let's See with DJ here, and today we're going to be doing a comprehension on Stig as a dump, this time on chapter 2. Here's the text and we're going to be answering questions on. The sun was bright. Yellow leaves fluttered down from the elm tree onto the grass. A robin puffed its breast out on a rose tree and squeaked at him. Barney suddenly wasn't sure that he believed in Stig himself. It wasn't a Stiggish day, like yesterday when he had fallen down the pit. He had fallen, hadn't he? He felt the bump on the back of his head. Yes, that was real enough. He'd fallen and bumped his head. And then what? Funny things did happen when you bumped your head. Perhaps you only saw Stig's when you fell and bumped your head. He didn't think he wanted to fall over the cliff again, on purpose, and bump his head again. Was Stig a person you could just go and play with, like the children at the end of the road at home? He'd had to find out. But he didn't want to go to the chalk pit and find nothing. He stood with his hands in his pockets in the middle of the lawn, his fingers playing with something hard in the left-hand pocket of his jeans. He remembered something, and pulled out the thing he had in his hand. Of course, the flint! He looked at it, glinting in the sunlight, like a black diamond with its chipped pattern. He had seen Stig make it. There's no mistake about that. Of course Stig was real. He set off at a run, climbed the fence into the paddock, and waded through the long wet grass to the other side. The copse around the edge of the chalk pit looked dark beyond the sunlit grass. In the middle of the paddock, he found himself slowing down and stopping again. Something at the back of his mind was telling him that he'd seen pictures of chipped flints in books, and real ones in museums, and that they were made thousands of years ago by rough people who weren't alive any longer. People found them and put them in cases with notices on them. Perhaps he just found this one, and imagined everything else. And supposing he hadn't imagined Stig, was he the sort of person who liked people coming to play? Well, he told himself, all he really wanted to do was look at the place where he had fallen over yesterday. Have another look down at the dump. There was that bicycle, anyway. That's the end of the extract, and now we're going to be looking at some questions. Question 1. Give 2 ways that the author shows what the weather is like. Well, if we flick back to here, long wet grass, sunlit grass, and see if we can find anything else. No, there's nothing else but long wet grass and sunlit grass. There's also the sun was bright, actually. 2 ways that the author shows what the weather is like are the sun was bright and glinting in the sunlight. Of course. Next question. What does Barney find in the left-hand pocket of his jeans? Barney found the flint that Stig had made in the left-hand pocket of his jeans, if you think back to when I read out the extract. The copse around the edge of the chalk pit looked dark beyond the sunlit grass. What do you think the word copse means? Well, it's saying sunlit grass, so we can deduce that it has something to do with nature. So maybe a small version of a forest, maybe a clump of grass or bushes. I think that the word copse means a small group of trees. Alright, there were some questions on an extract from chapter 2. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the video. Hit that notification bell. And remember, I have a book on Amazon called Yes, Words Are Wonderful, in which I delve into lots of other grammar topics. So if you want to read that, that will be in a link in the description. Alright, have a great day, and this is DJ signing out.